Hey there, this is Iso, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy III. In the last episode, we went to Mount Colts and we've gotten ourselves a new character, Sabin Figaro. And now here we are at the Returner's Hideout. Yes, indeed. This is basically the home of the Resistance, and we're gonna go see their leader. His name? Bannon. So, viewers, I do apologize for not having a bunch of videos in the last little while. However, I have been a bit busy, to say the least. I don't know what exactly I had a place for a little while, so now I'm back. And yes, I mean, it's gotta be hard to be Terra. You live your entire life, or at least the last day or two, and everyone calls you that person, as if there's something wrong with you. And here's a story of Pandora's Box. Interesting and amusing. Excellent. You are our only hope. Oh, sorry, viewers. Help us, Terra One Kenobi. You're our only hope. Now, after this listen, what you have to do is you have to talk to all your party members. Otherwise, you cannot continue. I know. It's brilliant. Basically, I guess it's an early example of the game trying to make you make the decision, even though obviously with it being an RPG, a JRPG, you have no choice. It is a Rails game. That's the beauty of it. Now, in this area here, with this nameless returner, we get the Air Lancet. It's a weapon specifically for Locke. We're going to be using it quite a bit later, so it's important to pick all these items up. There's a bunch of just random items here as well. But once again, it's nothing that you really need, but you're never really going to come back here ever again in the story, so you might as well pick them up now. I don't know what else to say. I still think that Sabin looks like the older brother, even though he's supposedly the younger. I never actually figured that out. I mean, the game only tells you once or twice. Other than that, it really leaves it. Besides, why would they... Viewers, I'm sorry, I just realized... I'm sorry, but they're twin brothers. So why do they care who's older and who's younger? Is it so important that Edgar came out first, I guess? Here we also have an item shop, where you can get sprint shoes if you need them. This is important because, well, we're going to be splitting up soon. Also get some eye drops because, well, they're going to be needed as well. You might be asking yourself, why are they going to be needed, Iso? Well, we'll find out soon enough. Soon enough. And now you have to ask Bannon, will you become our last ray of hope? If you say yes, this is what happens. Bannon gives you the relic known as the Gauntlet. The Gauntlet basically lets you use any weapon with both your character's hands, thereby increasing its power. However, if you choose to say no, you can just go to this, you say no 3 times, and here's what happens instead. Apparently someone got attacked. Yes. And he dies. I love that. Just a person. Just randomly dies. And apparently, just after we got through South Figaro, the Empire came. Boy, we sure are lucky, aren't we? So there's a raft at the back, and we're going to Narshe, because that's the last chance we have. You know, never really occurred to me as well just how tiny this resistance actually is. I mean, they basically control everything else in the world. but not to worry about. And yes, we got the relic known as the Genji, or Genji, whatever you want to call it. I call it the Genji glove. Its ability is to let you equip 2 separate weapons. It's one of those good items. I prefer giving, Sabin the True Knight, seeing as how he's got the highest health, so he can count as a tank, just in case anyone gets low in HP. And, well, here we go on the Lete River. Basically, yes, if Bannon dies, you'll get a game over. Otherwise, you're just going to get approximately 4 to 5 random encounters. Going the different ways doesn't really change much. It might change, whether you get to a save point or whatnot. Now, by the way, viewers, that reminds me, I am keeping this, at least for now, to edit out all battles, just to make it a bit faster, seeing how this is my first one. And for the most part, the random battles in this game, unless there's something really notable about an enemy, like something I might have missed, for example, the Trillium back in Mount Colt having Bane Touch giving you poison. But that's really like the biggest problem that's on that one. I can't think of anything else. Now, you see where we are here. Going around this area here, this area is where you can go around infinitely again and again and again, meaning if you're playing it on an emulator, you can just turbo through, as long as you remember to keep Bannon's health up and just keep attacking. If you're playing this on one of the original systems, like the Super NES or the PlayStation 1, by all means you can grab a turbo controller and turbo your button for confirming stuff, so you can keep doing attacks over and over and over and over again. You can do this to get as much experience as you want. Theoretically, you could leave the game for a few days on, doing nothing else, and be maxed out. You can hit level 999 with 3 characters, because that other one you're not going to actually use beyond this time, so take your pick, really. Anyways, now, once again, these battles are pretty much all similar. The biggest thing you have to worry about is that one enemy with the octopus one with the ink command, because it's going to obviously do that to you. Now, viewers, I've just gone around a few times myself to level myself up, seeing as how I was at a bit of a low level earlier. As you can see now, I'm at level 18 with Sabin and Edgar, and level 17 with Terra. It only took me about 5 minutes with turboing on my emulator, so by all means it shouldn't take long either. And this is the perfect place, since Bannon has the health command. You can learn a few more Sabin's blitzes, as you will get them as you level up. I've got them, I might showcase them later, but for now, they're not really that important. And most recently, my emulator has decided to not accept my commands for most of the abilities, so yeah. Anyways, after you've gone through the circle and you go down here, there is a boss coming. Yes, I know. What kind of boss do we have here? Oh, great. Meet Ultros. Ultros happens to be the one boss that we run into right now, and everything that we naturally have in the game is super effective on him. Whether it be Sabin's pummel command, which can deal a massive 400 damage, or Terra's fire, which can do similar amounts. And to top it all off, we have Edgar with his autocrossbow. Basically keep doing those 3 commands, get Bannon to use health, seeing as how his regular attack sucks and you really have no other use for him. You couldn't even actually get his equipment off him if you wanted to. If you hear those birds in the background, viewers, yes, I am on a 2nd floor, and that is the birds outside my window. Regardless though, once again, Bannon can keep your party healed here. Terra can use her fire command, and seeing as how Evade, I think, was screwed up in this version, because I'm playing the Super NES one, and if it still wasn't corrected, you can keep on abusing the living piss out of it, which is why Darkness doesn't really do much. However, this is one of the things you have to worry about. This is why I leveled up as well, the tentacle ability. Yes, I know, this is from Japan, and it's tentacle, but let's grow up. The tentacle ability is important to know because, well, if you're not careful, it will actually kill you. I wish I was joking. But as you saw, it took down about 60% of my health. He only does it as a counterattack, but if you were at the levels I was originally, you will die. That is just the fact of the matter, and that's why you can go back and keep going around and around and around. Now, this is a nice little part where Sabin wants to go against Ultros one-on-one. And it kind of goes awry. Now, by all means, viewers, leave me a message in the comments once again if I'm going too fast, because due to issues on my recording setup, whenever I do record, unfortunately I'm having to record in slow motion, so it doesn't really work out well. So yes, we have separated, and we have 3 separate paths to choose. Today, because we've already gone about 11 minutes into this video. Hey, wait a second. We can't access Mog's gear. It's a good thing we took it off earlier. Anyways, we're going to go with the shortest group. These 3! Yes, Bennett, Edgar, and Tara. Still on the Lete River, and still going through battles. Marvelous. Alright then. Once again, this is pretty much just getting there, and once we've reached the end, we find ourselves right by Narshe again. Oh yes. The game has just brought us full circle back to where we started. Oh, backtracking is fun, isn't it? So a king, a leader of the resistance, and a mysterious girl walk into a bar. They all basically get matched. Well, then again, if you did parade into a town saying, "I'm the King of Figaro," that is kind of like saying, "I'm Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg from Dalmasca." Hint, hint. Hey, I remember over here. This is where we got out of the beginning of the game. And there's the secret passage that we found with Locke. Alrighty then. Hey, and look, it's a random battle. Yeah. The monsters haven't changed here. It's still just the Weir Rats and Repo Men and fun monsters like that. It's nothing to worry about. And these are the back caves, the ones we couldn't go through before because we were kind of unconscious. So yes. So it looks like I may have been a bit mistaken before, and you might actually be able to pick up the items. I'm not 100% sure. Let's find out. Hey look, this is where we had to fight before the groups. And this is, and I joke not, at least according to the original strategy guide, Checkpoint Charlie. Yes. Basically, you have to follow the light the exact way it went. If you don't, it'll surround you, give you a random encounter, and set you back at the beginning. So it's important to take it exactly as it did. It's not that hard, so you shouldn't really have to worry about it. Now, this is just a battle I decided to keep in. It's against Vaporites. Like I said before, see, Ben isn't really that strong, but hey, why not? Hey, this... Oh, so it wasn't there. It's here. This is where we were before. Yep. Definitely looks like it. Looks like where we saved Terra before. Fun. What's this, though? This wasn't there before. Looks like a cave of Moogles. Kupo. Yes, Moogles. All they say on a regular... All Moogles normally say is Kupo, because that is their language. They speak in Ku and Po. Not sure how, not sure why. Alright then, here's the Rune Edge, the weapon, which is why we did not get another cutlass before. Well, that's it for today. I'll see you guys next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy III. This is Iso.